Hey guys, Antikas and Sicken here. Welcome to another episode of MoonQuest. As you can see, actually I have a stand-in for Sicken today. Probably gonna be a little bit more helpful than when Sicken's actually playing. Yeah, I'm really proud of this actually. And of course I had to put a message that Sicken would actually say to me. Yeah, this guy's great. He's staying here forever, even if Sicken is playing. Sicken could not make it today, so I made the stand-in, so I didn't feel alone on the space station. So, place has changed a little bit. It was just a wall the last time we recorded. Actually, this is why Sicken isn't here today. Oh, that was a meteor by the sounds of it. We recorded on Saturday night. And actually, we did all this, and like this was like we worked on this for about 4 hours. Sicken automated clear glass production, and then by the time we started recording, it was like after 1 in the morning, and it just did not go well. Quality of the recording wasn't there, neither were my brains. So ditching the footage, and Sicken could not make it tonight, unfortunately. So we're going to start a couple of new projects, and everything will be back to normal next weekend. So next week's recordings will most likely be me and Sicken back at it, doing the things that we do, for better or for worse. So today, I have a little project in mind. Actually, I have a few, but it's going to span probably several episodes. It's night again, dark side of the moon, and I'm having some problems going outside the base. I don't have a proper door, and I wanted to put in an airlock system. And the issue that I'm having is mobs have accumulated out there, and I just had a creeper, I think it was on the other side, a creeper blow up right outside the door. And there's a big crater there now. I think it's this side. Yeah. And that's actually where I want to put the airlock. So yeah, so I've got to work on this. I've got to put in a defense system if I'm going to do any amount of work out there. I don't have a proper way out. I do have a hole in the basement, and actually this has all got to change too. Maybe we'll get lucky and it'll get day. But in the interim, what I'm gonna do. This is the former cave. I've been working on it. What I'm gonna do is I've discovered this really interesting. I guess you could call it a glitch. Or maybe it's just a matter of physics that I didn't really think the game would have. I'm not sure. But anyway, our nuclear reactor's been off 4 weeks. And in fact, the turbine's not even spinning, I don't think. But I'm still getting power from this thing. Talked about it with Sicken the other night, and we were talking about maybe how, like, you know, the lack of atmosphere on the moon, maybe it would impact how water boils or whatever, and we'll just keep boiling. I'm not sure. I really don't know. But these cubes, they never change. The energy levels haven't lowered at all, and I haven't turned the reactor on since. Now, normally I would not exploit a bug, but I'm having challenges getting out of the base. I guess I can leave that open for now. And I think what I'm going to do is run some cable over here. Now this is going to be where the airlock's going to be. What I'd like to do is I built a couple of laser turrets and all the equipment that I need to hook them up, and then they can kind of cover me while I build, potentially, if things go well. I'm not sure that things are going to go well. Let's just poke our heads up. Yeah, hear that? Here it is. Okay. This could end really bad. Really bad. Oh, there we go. It's the skeletons that worry me the most. Oh, and the creepers. Gotta lure that guy away. I don't want to go too far away, though. Oh, crap, I'm out of arrows. Okay. Bye! Have a nice flight! What, you want more? Ooh, gunpowder. Precious gunpowder. Where'd you go? Okay, got it. Okay. Yeah, because once the zombies start piling in on me, I'm not going to have a chance. So here's what I'm going to do. I've got 2 turrets. These guys need power. This is going to be interesting because I'd like to space them out, 1 on each side. I might have to go make some more aluminum cable. Okay, so I'm going to put 1 turret here. And I'm going to put the other turret here. Roughly, what did I just do? See that zombie? He's checking me out. Doesn't like the look of me, and I don't like the look of him. Okay. Now, put the gun on here. Oh, see, this is facing the wrong way. Do I have my wrench on me? I don't think I can rotate these. Maybe it doesn't matter. I think the guns will... Oh, there we go. I think the guns will rotate to any enemies anyway. Yeah, see, that's the wrong direction. There is a GUI in here. Help, I think. I shouldn't be doing this in the middle of the night. Well, let's just hope it rotates. I'm pretty sure it will. Okay. Now, the wiring. The wiring's going to be interesting. I do want to hide it. So I think what I'll do, but I don't want it to be in the way of the airlock. Yeah. And I also don't want to punch a hole in the space station. I only have 6. I'm going to have to go make more of those. This is way... Well, maybe it'll reach. Let's see here. Oops. Yeah, not even close. I might have more inside the space station. I go look. In the moon base. This place is coming along. But earlier I left a little hole in the wall. I went exploring to get some meteors. And when I came back, the place was full of zombies. So, and I didn't like that so much because they catch on fire because of my sword. And then I catch on fire and everything's on fire. And it's not a good time. This is heavy wiring. I don't know if... It shouldn't matter. This might be kind of a temporary crappy setup, but... Okay, so this here is going to go like that. And then what I can do is I can hook up a universal cable to this sucker. Right here. It looks like crap, but it's going to shoot lasers, so who cares? Doesn't matter. Okay, let's jump in the hole before we get mobbed. It's been surprisingly quiet, but my other experiences coming outside at night didn't go so well. There we go. And I should be close enough to that. That tunnel that I made. Maybe not. Here we go. Okay, perfect. Actually, yeah, okay, so we're a little to the... We're on the opposite side of where I wanted to be. That's okay. Now, power. Power, it's probably... Yeah, this will work. We could run the power down along this wall for now. Doesn't really matter. Mind you, I do have power over here already. Going to the... Whoops. To the rockets. The landing pad. Could just bring it around. Maybe. It'll be easier. No, I don't have to do as much digging if I go on this side. I want to see these things shoot. And I'd like to do it before, we run out of night. I think it's been night for 2 days. It's hard to say, It's like you don't have a proper day and night cycle, so it's just... I mean, I guess you could sit there and time it, but... I was working on trying to do a sealed room and having no luck with that. And I think it's because everything I built is just too big. But I think we're going to be here for a while. So I'm going to see if I can figure it out. I think I just have to build smaller rooms and then put a oxygen sealer, I think is what they call it, in each room. So I'm going to work on that, see what I can come up with. I did some testing in single player, and it went I did it. I was able to pull it off with a really small room. And I read somewhere that there's issues with if you try to go over 11 by 11, I think. So that's a pretty small room, though. So I don't know. I'm hoping I can do a bigger room than that. I'd like to put the farms in a room that doesn't require an oxygen bubble. You know. I wanted to originally do the area with the tree, but because it's so big. Sounds like we got company outside. Oh man, I want to see it shoot something. Yeah, these ones here are probably, I found like the recipe wasn't that expensive for the lasers, and I didn't have to make ammo because they use energy. So I think these are going to be the best ones to go with. Bring it on! Yeah, come on, zombie. Shoot, shoot, shoot! Come on, guys, shoot him! Awesome! Awesome! Now, I also I've got some range upgrades. So let's put that in there. I think that's all you gotta do. Now, the only thing that's going to suck is, well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an airlock in. I'm going to have kind of an underground tunnel. So I think we're never going to come out the base this way again. So it'll be coming out of the ground over here, which means this cabling can stay here for now, I think. I think that's what I'm doing. I'd like to center it too, but we'll have to see. Okay, so that's in place. Now, if I remember correctly, I believe I built the furnace, stuffed it in a box. That is just so cool. Oh, a creeper. I don't know. You know, there's like multiple slots for upgrades, so I'm wondering if you could stick in like 4 ranged upgrades. I might try that after. Make some more of those. Actually, you think they can't get through here? Yeah, they can. Not if I do this. There we go. Whew, scary. This is my corridor. Yeah, so I believe I made a furnace in here. So, okay, so let's take a look at the airlock thing. There's 2 things that you gotta make. It's loud, eh? Okay, there is... Oh yeah, okay, aluminum. I'm gonna have to go back to Earth to do this. I'll need 1, 2... I think I might need... See, I have to figure out how to connect upstairs to downstairs, too. I don't want to be doing this anymore. This sucks. So I think what I could do is build the building. Yeah, I'm gonna have to build something that connects here and have an airlock door right here. So that window's gonna change. That's okay. It's getting lighter out. Is it getting day? Let's go take a look. Yeah, it's definitely getting lighter. Definitely. And quick, too. Sun coming up? Hello? I feel so lonely here on the moon. There's like nothing else alive. Pretty much anywhere. Could have sworn it was getting sunny. Yeah, maybe I'm just losing my mind. Big, giant, empty space station. It looks cool on the inside. On the outside, it kind of looks weird, but it's a work in progress. And because of the long nights, it's difficult to work on. So I actually did most of the lower walls in the dark. And holy crap, well, that's why I'm level 34. I did a lot of killing. Okay, so we got to make these airlock doors. We need aluminum. And then the controller is why I needed the iron. So you take... Those meteors are everywhere. There's tons of them. And we just cook them in a regular furnace, and we'll get meteoric iron. We only need 2 plates. So I'm going to need, I guess, about 3 doors, I think. And then the other ones are just aluminum by the looks of it, so they're easy. And these things are super cool. Oh yeah, and an oxygen concentrator. And all these materials are back on Earth. So, I could use the rocket to go back to Earth. I'm not going to. I'm going to be honest with you. I love the rocket. It's fun. And I have lots of fuel, and I can go fill up more fuel canisters, but it's just really inconvenient. So I'm going to go cut here, and I will craft all that stuff off camera, and then we'll put it together and see if we can get a cool airlock going. I'll be right back. Well, guys, it's been like half an hour. Crafting's done. Man, these recipes are expensive. No joke. I think I've been doing this for... Oh, I want to keep that with me. I think I've been doing this for about a half an hour. I'll keep this with me. I'm going to bring that back to the moon so that I don't lose track of it. There. That leaves everything kind of a mess. So these are pretty simple to set up. I would love to bring marble with me. I don't think we have any left here. So I think I'm going to have to go for a different material on the airlock system. It might not look the same. I might use the tin decorative blocks. I mean, I know they're gray, but what am I going to do, right? You know, there is one possibility. We tend to dump our junk in the Mystcraft room down here. So I'm going to take a look in there and see if there's any marble in one of the chests. It's possible. And no. Cleaned up. Somebody cleaned up. Yeah, so we use tin blocks. No big deal. Later on, if I do go digging for marble, I might change it out. Alright. Let's see, do I have any more decorative tin here? Nope, but I'll bring some iron brick. I don't want to use pavers. The connected pavers, they did weird things when Sicken and I were building with them. I got a little cobble. It might be enough. The cobble I need to cook, so I won't use that. How much tin do I have on me? Not much. Oh dear. Tin. Material choices are getting pretty slim. There we go. There's a little bit more. Maybe I'll use these two. And I'll use some glass. That'll be good. I mean, most of this room's gonna actually be doors. So, yeah. Anyway, like I said, this isn't gonna work. Kind of like it's not gonna be a sealed room. So, oh, the sun's coming up. Awesome. So, I'm gonna need one door connected here to go in, and then we're gonna have, we're gonna have to move this stuff. We're gonna have a door to a side passage that goes downstairs into this corridor or whatever. We're gonna have to use a ladder or something, and one to go outside. So let's dig this out. So I've gotta dig my way over. Well, I mean, let's see here. I'd like to see where this corridor is. Diggy diggy. Totally missed. It is pretty deep down there. Should be right here. There we go. Okay. So maybe we'll put a ladder or something. I'm not sure. It's kind of a pain. It'll be kind of a pain in the butt to go downstairs, but who cares? If we don't like it, we can change it later. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Let's put the first airlock on. I'm gonna put in what I have for flooring here, and I'll put some iron on the edge. Now, I know that episode-wise, this is going to probably be hitting about the 20-minute mark. So I may cut some of the building and just skip kind of to the end, or when we're putting in the doors. Yeah, let's do that, because otherwise it's going to be a really long video. We'll be right back. Alright guys, final stage. And we have just probably enough oxygen to finish this off. So, I probably made a few extra, and placement of these airlock controllers is going to be pretty key to making this work properly. So let's start the first airlock. I just put moon turf in just to kind of mark my places out, which is like the worst material because it's pretty fragile, It breaks so easily. We can do that. Okay, so put 3 across the bottom. This side's going to get 3. This side's going to get 2. And then we put in the controller. Now these... Oh. That was really strange. Okay. Oh, whatever. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Anyway, these are, assuming it's not bugged out, these are really cool. Yeah, okay, it's good. Because you can set them, no, not that. Oh, that'd be cool. Horizontal, I could have had one right in the floor. You can set them to auto close and open when somebody gets near them. So, to go through, and hopefully, yeah. Yeah, it'll work okay. Looks pretty neat. I have to fix that part up. I think I'll just put some iron up there, actually. And put some torches, maybe. Or maybe we'll just reinforce it like that. Yeah, I don't like that. I'll have to work on that. Now, the next one, this is what I mean about positioning. The next one, I'm going to put the controller here. And then this one will be... Like, if I put it on this side... Well, I guess I could. And then I could put the other one over here, and it should be okay. You just don't want more than one opening at a time. Okay, so let's get the glass in. It's still probably... I don't know how many... Oh, this is regular glass. Ah, crap. Oh well, we'll use regular glass for now, and then we'll replace it with connected glass later. Stuff doesn't look nice. Not in comparison to the clear glass. Stuff's really, really nice. Alright, rip this out. I'm going to put some iron here. And I don't know what happened there. I guess I ran out of... Did I run out of... Oh no, I've got a few tiles left. Hopefully we don't crash again. So, 3 across the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Oh, every time. Okay. Well, there you go. Strange. I don't know what that's all about. Player within 1 meter. That'll work. And the last one, and we can expect probably another crash. That's okay, because we're used to it now. So this one here, I'll put the controller on this side, I think. Oh, and that time it worked. Okay, I don't understand. Looks pretty cool, though. Now, the turrets, I've got to hook them up again. And I want to bring them forward, I think. I want them kind of closer to the door. Because I figure if we're doing any exploration and it does end up becoming night, you know, as we run back, this is the, we want the turrets to kind of defend us. But I'll do that again, or I'll set them up another episode. I might not have too many MoonQuests this week. I might only have one. But at least we did something interesting. Sicken helped out a lot. Again, thank you, Sicken. Did a great job in there, holding your sign up. And that's it for today. So thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.